Hi Aquarius, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your August 2020 reading. Going to be an exciting one. This is going to be a timeless general reading for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Timeless because no matter when you find this message, it will be relevant for you, so don't worry about the date. Even though it's going up in August, you could find this in September, July, next year, doesn't matter. My only ask is that since it's general, take it as it resonates. If there's a certain part of the message or a certain card that doesn't fit your situation, leave that on the table and take the rest. That part was just meant for someone else. Alright, do not try to force any messages. With that, Aquarius, let's get into it. I hope you have seen the Timeless Tuesday reading. It was an awesome reading, but I'm using that as kind of the inspiration for this week's sign readings. So we're looking a little bit to what phases are kind of moving on. We just had our last quarter moon. We have some major movements going on with Venus and Mars. So Venus, I think it actually happens today. I think it's today. Finally moves out of its post shadow for a retrograde. Mars just went into his pre-shadow. So there's a big call to be authentic and genuine with your words, your actions, your intentions. I've been using this phrase a lot, but it's time to mean what you say and say what you mean. All right. So we're gonna take it because it made sense. I got a peek at the bottom of the deck, and I was gonna mention it, but I was like, if it's important for me to mention, we're just gonna pull it out. So the card in the bottom of the deck was New Moon Eclipse. So expect powerful change. Sorry, I'm filming in the morning, so I always get glare in the morning, so I hope you guys can see that. Expect powerful change. I love it. You have the new moon in Cancer, so you and your loved ones are safe. Always good to hear that. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So we might be getting too hung up on like itty bitty details, or looking at this new moon in Cancer, maybe getting too hung up on fears, worried about the people around us, when really you don't need to be, it looks like. And then first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. Right, now this could mean many, many things for many, many different people. So this commitment could be commitment to another person, right? It could be commitment in a relationship. This could be commitment to yourself, for sure. Right? Not sacrificing for anybody else, not settling for anybody else. There could also be commitment to a task if there's something you're trying to achieve. Get your own business off the ground, maybe a certain goal, a certain accomplishment. So that commitment could be anything. So again, apply it as it resonates. But it sounds like you may be, I was going to say the word stifled, but that's not actually what I mean. It seems like you may be getting hung up and being overly worried about something that does affect people you care about. It may be concerning people close to you. Emotionally, they don't even necessarily have to be physically close to you, but it feels like something may be going on that may concern decisions you're making that affect other people, or your reaction to something that's happened to another person. But know the people you're concerned about, the people your loved ones, the one you care about, they're not in a bad situation, they're not in a bad place. If you make a certain decision, that you're afraid will affect them in a negative way, do not worry about that. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the grander scope of things. Don't get stuck on these little details, because I think it's those little details that are hanging you up, and those may be what's standing in front of this commitment. But whatever this choice is, it's major, like having this new moon eclipse come out. Something is shifting. Something is coming out completely brand new. For you, Aquarius, it may be really worth it to see where Mars is in your chart. And I believe Mars is going retro in Aries also. So it might be good to find out where that is in your chart. Because like I'm a Cancer rising. So Aries for me is in my 10th house, which is like the house of career and kind of what you're known for, what you put out into the world. So I know this retro is gonna have a lot to do with what I do for work and how how I show myself and present myself out into the general public. So it may be worth it to see where that is for you, because if it's relating to this particular issue, it may be good to get a little heads up on that. All right, let's see what's in your cards. Who is this? Yeah. We are not taking that. Your cards are doing this interesting thing. Like, as I'm shuffling, there's cards coming out, but they're like tucking back into my fingers. Like I'm holding the deck like this, but someone might jump out and then like go in like there. Like, it's like you have very shy cards this morning, Aquarius. There we go. I just have to call you out on being shy. Just kidding. It does make me wonder. It gives me this energy. We're going to talk about the cards. I'm going to pull and get a few more before we jump into them, but we're going to talk about it. But it does kind of make me wonder, like, you almost... I was going to say you almost don't want to know the answer. It's like it's a little comfortable just to live... what's that phrase? Ignorance is bliss. It's like, just let me live in the quiet just a little bit longer. Oh, someone ran onto the floor. Hold on. Okay, I think we'll call it there, at least for now. Bottom of the deck, so far 5 of Wands. So got some internal conflict going on, right? We kind of know we're worried about some things. Might be in our feels a little bit. Come here. There we go. All right. Who do we got? Yep. I don't think you guys can see that. We'll put that down there. All right. Aquas. When I talk about big change for you guys, Lord Jeebus, do I mean it. So first out, we have the Fool. So you're about to embark on this new journey that may feel a little leap of faithy as well. I feel like you're kind of just taking chances and like jumping off the cliff and going for it. And I feel like there's really no other choice but to do that. Like having it to be the first card come out real big and bold. Like this is a fresh start. You have the opportunity for this clean slate. You also have the 8 of Pentacles here, which again is the, you have to do what you need to do. Put your nose to the grindstone. Like this is for you. Like it definitely feels like this is for you. Whatever you're doing is for you. It's a gift for you here with the Ace of Pentacles, bringing you that new start. So again, kind of echoing this new journey, this gift, this blessing that's brought about by your efforts. But it's your efforts for your benefit, right? And it doesn't, I don't want to make this sound selfish because it's not. This is just a moment that you need to do something for yourself. Whether it's a release of something, whether it's bringing the end to something so you have this space for this new beginning. There's something that's being done specifically for you to give you this opportunity. And I guarantee you it was not comfortable. It was not comfortable. Here we have the Tower and the 9 of Swords. So Tower to me is this powerful change, right? Anytime we see the Tower, it's always change. May not be the most comfortable, comfortable moment, but it's sudden, it's abrupt, massive change because it's taking down something that was kind of false. It wasn't something that was serving you. You may have felt comfortable in it, but it definitely wasn't a safe space, right? Like look how easily this tower is just crumbling, right? And then even when you get out, there's like someone telling you to get back inside, right? Like that is not what this is about. Like this is not the place you want to be. And then here you are, full of anxious worriness. Now this could have been you inside of there. I feel like this is more so after it crumbled. And this is you, like, what do I do now? Like, how do I go on without this thing? Or what happens now? I've been in this situation for so long, and that was the norm. It was comfortable. It was familiar. It was routine. And now what? Now all of that has changed. Now all of that is different. What do I feel now here with this Queen of Cups? And that might be a valid question. What am I feeling? Right? What makes me feel lighter, freer, versus what feels destructive? right? Two completely opposite ends of this of the spectrum. With the Tower card, like that's like major adulting, right? Because that's real tough stuff that we need to move past and let go and heal from, right? For some of us. And where this Fool card is it's just open, and it can be somewhat naive, right? But to me it's that like childlike wonder where everything just seems new and exciting and bright, and you just kind of want to get your hands on it and on everything. But there's just this openness, right? Like literally he's just walking off a cliff because he can't even tell what he's doing right now. He's too busy looking up, not even looking at the ground. But it's that expansive just vastness that's kind of open up to you because of whatever these barriers were, right? And this, for some of you, this could be an old commitment to another person that maybe wasn't super just, and now your commitment to yourself is being tested. Like, do you care enough about your well-being to take this moment and really open it up for yourself, or are you going to stay here, right? Which may quote unquote test the commitment you have to whatever kept you here, but that pretty much destroys your commitment to yourself, right? And that should never be the case. Like, we're never sacrificing our own wellness for someone or something else, right? And I think that's why this Queen of Cups is popping up, right? Because again, it's a real check-in with how we're feeling. Do we feel safe? Do we feel happy? Among all the other things. And then here you have the Hierophant, which is a very strong spiritual card, right? So leaning on religion, sticking to your traditions, right? But the main thing here is commitment, right? Dedication, devotion, faith. To me, this is just, again, highlighting this commitment and devotion to, I want to say this is the commitment you have to yourself, to creating the best life for you, right? Because I think wherever you were before this Tower hit, and I will say I do believe the Tower's hit. I don't think this is something coming for most of you. I think most of you, this has already happened, and we're in this phase of rebuilding, right? I think that's where most of us are, Aquas. But wherever this was, whatever this Tower moment was, it was almost taking you further away from yourself. And that's not what we want. It's also not what you deserve, right? And then that's where this Five of Wands kind of steps in, because now, one, you're justifying like, oh, but I made these choices, da 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 da, and I'm sure you made them for good, positive reasons, right? But then now it's like, do I maintain those choices? Do I take this chance to be open and be free? Like, do I do the work? Should I just, put up with it and keep going in this direction? There's a lot of questions that can swirl around when a moment like the Tower happens. It kind of leaves us spinning, right? And we just kind of have to figure out what to do. Honestly, I feel like this was such a big moment that kind of opened your eyes to things that you couldn't see before. Things that were not, just to simplify it, I'm going to say like not okay, not worthy of you. Definitely things you didn't deserve, right? They may not have even been secrets. It literally could have been things that, I don't want to necessarily say you were like fully aware of, but like may have been mildly aware or suspecting of things, and for some reason we were just kind of like giving someone the benefit of the doubt, or giving this situation the benefit of the doubt, and be like, no, I'm just being paranoid. No, or even or legit, maybe even just settling and be like, oh, okay, maybe I'll just tolerate this. Like, it can't be that bad. I'm still happy with this person. I'm still happy in this situation. Everyone concerned is still safe and happy. Like, it can't be that bad. And it was just kind of like, no, that's not really happening. My spider senses are going off, or I heard little whispers, but I'm like, nah, no, that can't be real. Remember. And this Tower moment may have been like the full blown, nope, no, it's real. It's bigger than you thought. It's crazy. It's wild. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do? And right here, you have to do you. You have to do you. I think you have I don't want to say you put yourself on the side, because that's just not like you, Aquarius. But I do think you have made accommodations, possibly for someone you love, care about, not saying they didn't deserve it, but you had someone face up. Look at that. And ironic, it's the Four of Pentacles. Clinging, holding on to something that maybe didn't need to be hung on to so tightly, right? You can kind of, oh my God, I don't think I've seen the Four of Pentacles in this particular deck. He made me think of like a spider. Like he looks like inhuman the way he's like, this is fine, get away. Like he's clinging, he's like protecting that with all his might. And that may have been what was happening. You made good choices, good decisions is what I meant to say. Like you made them for good reasons, but I almost wonder like something got warped along the way. Like what you had signed up for slightly altered and became something else. But because we made that choice, right? We held on to it, we maintained it, commitment. But again, now I think you have to recommit to yourself and what you deserve and you having the best life you can possibly have. And then look who came face down, the Death card. Change. Living a new life. Right? Because the Death card usually is about shifting into another phase, right? We go from, the world of the living to the world of the dead. And it's a natural progression. We just kind of slide from one to the other, right? This Tower moment is giving you the opportunity to be reborn, to live again, but to live again in a way that is more authentic, right? I talked about, you definitely need to see, if you haven't, you should definitely watch the Tuesday video because I talk a little bit about the astrology of this week, but there is a huge call for authenticity. And I honestly, I do think you were sacrificing a few things to keep this tower standing. There were consolidations made, there were compromises made that maybe didn't need to be compromised. Maybe shouldn't have been compromised. It's funny because I don't necessarily see other people in this reading. Like I really only see you. For some of you, so this could just be a situation. But like the big thing that I keep getting is that this was a person. This was a relationship that like some secrets came out. I'll leave it at that. But it feels heavily that this had to do with one particular individual. So it feels like a relationship, but it's just odd I don't see any people. But it could be because who cares? Who cares about this person? This person brought about a tower, and then you're, in your infinite compassion, are over here worried about them, right? They're fine. They're fine. Whether it's this person or this affects people you genuinely care about, so family members, children, maybe pets, who knows? But like, it does feel like this is opening up and freeing you up and releasing you to, again, do something that's more authentic. Something that's more aligned for your benefit and your good. Let's see if we get a few more. Like I feel like that's pretty much the message, but I'm like, there's something else I want to say. Yes! Look at this, Five of Pentacles. That's a rough energy to sit in with this Five of Pentacles. Like you weren't treated right. You were not treated right. Okay, we're going to take these as the last bits. Right, because this Five of Pentacles is an energy of like being shut out, being an outcast. You were kept from something, right? Whether this was the full knowledge of what was happening, like I talked about, it didn't feel super secret-y, but it was like you knew enough You knew enough to like make you feel safe in the tower, but also enough that you knew like something feels a little funny. Something feels a little funny. Oh, I love this. I feel like this is like a bottom of the deck. Like legit, this feels like a bottom of the deck, these little cards that popped out. So we have the Four of Pentacles, right? So it's the same kind of, you know, to me it's making me think of the Four of Cups is kind of making me think of the Four of Pentacles, where we're looking at these three empty cups, but for you it like feels like you were kind of aware that there was that fourth cup behind you, but it was like I don't want to look at that for fear that that means you may be selfish. Like that cup's for me, and that's I can't do something that's completely for me. Like I have to think of us, or I have to think of this group. No, you are more than allowed, and actually you should be drinking from that cup. So to me, this is that same, like, I don't want to say like ostrich with the head in the sand, but it's kind of like, no, I made a commitment. I'm going to focus on these three so I can take care of the people around me or this person with me, and I'm gonna let my cup sit a little bit. And that's, nope, we're not doing that anymore. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. Beautiful discernment. This is you finally taking this moment and be like, nope, we're cutting this off. Not serving me. I'm whip my sword out and just, nope, done with this. And then we have beautiful cards, and we have Three of Pentacles here, true love. Three of Cups, celebration, right? So we've got collaboration, celebration. This is friends, this is support, this is resources coming together, right? So everything you need, you already have, right? So this queen she's not afraid to cut whatever this thing is. She's not afraid to cut it off because she knows she's got everything she needs already, right? Whatever this is, it's just causing strife, and she's like, no, I got no time. I literally have no time for that. Cuts it off, reconnects with all of this goodness. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So again, this balance, this flexibility, this fluidity, right? Being open, right? Allowing just to kind of go with the flow and see where things take you. But I promise you, they're taking you to wonderful places with this Fool card. Exciting first week of August. Oh my. So again, sorry you have to go through the Tower moment, but what's in front of you is truly beautiful. Like truly, truly beautiful. Like look at all the majors you have in here. The Fool, right? Brand new start, fresh new journey. Hierophant, commitment, something that's going to last. Death card for this rebirth coming out after this Tower. So yeah, I just keep feeling like you're in this like just vast open space. Hilarious, a plane flies over right after that, right? Maybe some of you are going to travel somewhere. That would be exciting. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up your reading there. As always, my lovelies, thank you as always for all your support. I love seeing your comments down below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not already, please subscribe. And you're welcome to share this video with anyone you think it may help or may resonate with. But just thank you. I'm so grateful for everything you do for me and for this channel. I'm wishing you the best. Continue to stay safe and healthy. I need another cup of coffee. Goodness. I just woke up, so I'm like, nah, what am I doing? Where am I? But just stay safe and stay healthy. This world is still super uncertain, so just take care of yourselves. And remember, you deserve to drink from that cup. You need to take care of yourself as well, my lovelies. All right, Aquarius, take care, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.